Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Jessica Porter with the latest from Denver 7. From the First Alert Weather Center, here's a look at your forecast. We'll get a break from that heat wave as well as some storms coming back into the forecast. 83 tomorrow, 78 by Sunday, 80 by Monday, and then those storms will clear out and we'll start to heat back up again. 85 Tuesday, 90 Wednesday, Thursday, 93 and 88 by Friday. Well, this hot weather can pose all sorts of risks from heat stroke to fire hazards. And tonight, we're learning children and pets aren't the only ones that shouldn't be left in cars. Denver 7's Megan Lopez shows us the other risks with this sweltering heat.
We did it, Denver. We tied the daily record high temperature today when the thermometer topped out at 101 degrees. Inside your car,
temperature raises rapidly.
Things are even hotter, and that can be dangerous. There are the typical worries.
So we really worry about children being left inside of vehicles and certainly pets being left inside of vehicles as well.
And water bottles?
Sun comes through the window, through the water bottle, which acts as a magnifying glass.
In rare cases, it could cause a fire.
So like a lot of people, I too am guilty of leaving water bottles in my car. This one has been in my car for a few days now, and we're going to see if we can use it to try to burn a hole in this piece of paper. So we're trying to see if we can get it to magnify. I think right there is about as good as we're going to get.
After just 90 seconds,
see the paper discoloring.
Then about 10 minutes later, we started getting too hot in the sun and my arms started getting tired and sunburned, so we stopped.
Burning my fingers.
But when we flipped the paper over, there were burn marks on the back. So the bottom line for South Metro Fire is,
this would be take that water bottle with you. So we want people to be staying hydrated anyway. There's really no reason to leave it in a cup holder.
This is the battery.
But that's not the only thing that shouldn't be left in your car.
The direct heat and sunlight can create hot spots on the screen.
Your cell phone could also be damaged.
Basically you can burn the pixels.
And older batteries can pose a danger.
This is the gas that can build up in the battery. I've had one catch on fire here in the shop before, so.
So if your phone is 3 years or older, look out for the warning signs.
If you've seen the screen puff up in a corner, even if it's not broken, if it's peeling apart at all, then there's a good chance that this thing is swelling up inside of it.
And here's a way to cool off. Today, hundreds of people grabbed a tube and hit Boulder Creek for the annual Tube to Work Day. The event was delayed a week this year because of high water flows. But today, people finally hopped in the water in wetsuits, swimsuits, and even business suits.
It's our 12th year. It started with me and another guy, and it's just amazing to see this evolve.
Security intelligence company Logarithm hosted the event this year. They say close to 1,000 people participated. It's been 1 week since we first heard about the problems on Highway 36, with each day bringing more bad news about the dirt giving way under the road. Last Friday, CDOT told us the concrete in the eastbound lanes was falling apart and that a crack had been forming along the highway. It measured at just about 6 feet wide. Then on Monday, it got a whole lot worse. The crack turned into a massive hole measuring 60 feet wide and 300 feet long and dropping about an inch per hour. And the land is still moving. Here's what it looks like now. CDOT approved more than $20 million to fix the sinkhole and hired a contractor to start work. They are still reviewing what caused the roadway to fail. Aurora police are still looking for people involved in a protest at the ICE facility there. This is who they are looking to identify. A group of people were protesting the planned mass deportations when another group went rogue, ripping down the American flag and replacing it with a Mexican flag. Today, former Governor John Hickenlooper was asked his thoughts.
You know, they damaged and tore apart government property. They should be charged. I understand what the American flag means, and it should never be disrespected, but I also support people's freedom of speech.
Aurora police say these suspects could be charged with injury to property and criminal tampering. A $4,000 reward is up for grabs. Saturday marks 7 years since the Aurora theater shooting. 12 people were killed and 70 others hurt in the attack. There will be a candlelight vigil Friday in the Reflection Garden at the 720 Memorial in Aurora. It starts at 11:30. First responders will hold a procession after midnight. The event is open to the public. Over the years, beekeeper Marie Kolstra has been stung a few times, but none of those stings hurt as much as the sting of a thief who keeps stealing her prized honey. Denver 7's Lance Hernandez talked to the Weld County farmer who says she's done giving him a free ride.
I just was really interested in bees, and a swarm came here one day, and I got it hived up.
Marie Kolstra started beekeeping 25 years ago as a hobby. She and her husband are longtime dairy farmers.
And this is a 2-pound.
Her bees created so much honey, she started selling it out of this kiosk in her driveway. She says people come from all over to buy it.
They like the idea that it's produced in Weld County. They like the idea that there's a face to it and they know where they got it.
She sells the sweet, tasty stuff on the honor system.
It means that when you stop, you have the intention of paying for what you're going to take.
Most people have been respectful of that. They put their cash in the money drop, open the door, and select their honey. In May, a thief started stealing the inventory.
It kind of hurt my heart just to think that somebody would be so callous as to do that.
So Marie installed a Ring camera, which recorded the thief driving in, walking up to the kiosk, and grabbing the goods.
If you see the video, you'll see he just unloads the big end of the box, the glass end, the expensive end of the box,
and hands the honey to someone in the passenger seat of his SUV. Marie estimates that the thief has taken $1,000 worth of honey during multiple visits. What would she like to tell him?
Well, I think a job would be easier. And it's easy to get work now. You can get work anywhere you want. So if you get a job and you don't have to steal.
She says investigators are working on some leads. We'll keep you updated. Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
This has been your Denver 7 on-demand update. Thank you for joining us, and check back here later tonight for another update, and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. I'm Jessica Porter.